Hi, Nancy Burt-Preece here, independent demonstrator. Here's all my information. Please check out my YouTube channel. Like, subscribe, watch to the end. Please share. If you haven't joined my Facebook business page, please do. Stampin' with Nancy. I'd love to have you. Today we are making a crisscross card, and it has this little fun leaf that holds it closed, and this is for where you can put a little gift card. And it's a nice fall birthday. It is super easy as far as fun folds go. So you have a piece of pecan pie, and that is 4 1/4 by 11, and I'll do the scoring with you. I am doing Labeled with Love for the happy birthday, and I got the autumn leaf from Autumn Leaves Dies. I'm also using Mossy Meadow, which I pre-stamped the happy birthday. So I'm going to move this to the side. I have 4 1/4 by 11. I'm going to do my regular scoring at 5 1/2. Now, I want the front to be a diagonal from the top left to the bottom right. So I'm going to put it in my paper trimmer right in the channel. Top left, and hopefully you can see that, bottom right. And I'm going to cut. I'm going to keep this piece. So here's my card base. Now for my outside paper, I'm using Season of Green and Gold, which is just gorgeous. I'm going to use this piece, and I'm going to use the back side here. So here's, actually the back side is here, but I'll show you in a minute. So this one I'm going to cut top left to bottom right. Top left, bottom right. Now I have my front, and I can use it here on the back. I can use it here. I already cut another piece from the other, from the top right to the bottom left. You know, you can jiggle things around however you choose. I will be giving you the paper, and if you come to my class, if you are making this on your own, it's a beautiful thing. You can use however you choose. I know I want the white on the front. I'm going to use green glue because that gets right to the edges. Sometimes just using my regular adhesive is harder for this card. I'm going to go ahead and put that there. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to adhere my inside. Sometimes there's a little, I don't know what I got on there, a little goo, but this is going to be covering it up so you won't even notice it. And I kind of like, which do I like better? Oh, let's do it up different. Now, before I put this other piece down, I'm going to bring this back in. Make sure I know how it's going. I'm going to adhere this to this. The reason being is it just gives it a little bit more strength when you're adding a gift card. If it's just designer series paper itself, that's kind of tricky. So it's always nice to have something where you can pop in a gift card. This is a nice fall birthday. Now, when I put adhesive on this, I'm only going to do it along the bottom and the side. And don't go off the side like I just did. Oh, if you want to know how to clean that up on your Glass Mat Studio, get out a little bit of hand sanitizer I'm going to get a tissue and it'll come right up. So it's not sticky anymore. Because that's not good to have sticky like that when you're working on your surface. And I'm going to, this allows me a little wiggle room. You want to make sure that that can close. Making sure, yep. Hold that for a second. I'm going to go ahead and put adhesive on this piece. So basically, because of the kind of paper I used, I only used 1.5 pieces of designer series paper, which are cut from 4 to 5 1/4. So the first one I cut from the top left to the bottom right. And then the second one I did bottom, oops, sorry, make that top right to bottom left. So you need 2 pieces. And that's all you need. It's really only 1.5, but so we have our card, which I think is a really nice card because this paper is doing all the work. Now, with my leaf, last time I put it there and I was afraid people might rip it. So I'm going to do it this way this time. See if that's a better closure. It's a personal preference how you put those leaves on there, but that's out of garden green. And that's how it cuts out. It's a beautiful leaf. And you're going to just put that there. Oops, let me get that. I got dimensional papers everywhere. And you want to make sure I kind of got that down too far. So I'm going to pick it up a little bit. And I'm actually going to take these off. As if you haven't got to take your pick tool, you really need one. I use mine all the time. Move it up a little bit. Same thing with this. So don't do what I just did. That's why I make the mistakes, so you don't have to. And if you make a total mess, look at, I've even ripped part of the leaf. Well, I'm really having a good time putting the leaf on. Such a great idea to put it on the other way. Probably not, but I'm going to see if I can salvage it. Okay. I'm going to try this again. And I'm going to put one way up here to the top by the stem and one right here. Because you want to have enough room to move your card. And obviously last time I didn't. So I have to make sure I have enough room to open and shut the card. It just keeps it closed, but you should be able to open it. And that's what I want. Just keeps it closed, but it doesn't stop it. So if I were going to do it again, my third card, I would probably do the leaf that way. It's a little bit more. I can see that part ripping. So it's totally up to you when you make your card. But here's a crisscross card with a fun pocket for a gift card. I hope you try it.